Hello, BookTube. It is award season again, and what I like most about all awards in the literary world is that they often show us new titles that we otherwise would not have looked at or even found in the jungle of published works each and every year. I know that not all of you like short stories. I've always loved a good story, and once attended an really unforgettable seminar so many years ago that took us students from Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle from 1819 to John Updike's stories of the early 1980s. And there is the Story Prize that is dedicated to stories. It has existed since 2004 with Edwige Danticat's collection The Dew Breaker as its inaugural winner. Other winners were such prominent authors as Anthony Doerr, George Saunders, Adam Johnson, Elizabeth Strout, Lauren Groff, and Disha Philyaw. The director of the prize is no one else but Larry Dark, and he has been so since its beginning in 2004. Julie Lindsay is a philanthropist who finances the prize, and together, Dark and Lindsay, they choose the 3 finalists each year among the submitted books. A jury of 3 then picks the winner. The 3 finalists read from their works and discuss them with Ms. Lindsay at the Tishman Auditorium of the New School, which is a private research university in New York City. And 2 days ago, on Monday, Larry Dark sent me an email where he announced the 3 finalists for 2024. I will read the publisher's description of the books, and maybe it catches your interest or my interest as well. Number 1 is a new collection about loss, alienation, aging, and the strangeness of contemporary life by the award-winning and inimitable author Wednesday's Child by Yiyun Lee, published by Farrar, Straus, and Giroux on September 5 last year. A grieving mother makes a spreadsheet of everyone she's lost. Elsewhere, a professor develops a troubled intimacy with her hairdresser. And every year, a restless woman receives an email from a strange man twice her age and several states away. In Yiyun Lee's stories, people strive for an ordinary existence until doing so becomes unsustainable, until the surface cracks and the grand mysterious forces, death, violence, estrangement, come to light. And even everyday life is laden with meaning, studded with indelible details. A filled jar of honey, a mound of wounded ants, a photograph kept hidden for many years until it must be seen. Lee is a truly original writer, an alchemist of opposites, tender and unsentimental, metaphysical and blunt, funny and horrifying, omniscient and unusually aware of just how much we cannot know. Beloved for her novels and memoirs, she returns here to the earliest form, gathering pieces that have appeared in The New Yorker, in Zoetrope, and elsewhere. Taken together, the stories in Wednesday's Child, written over the span of a decade, articulate the cost, both material and emotional, of living, exile, assimilation, loss, love, with her trademark unnerving beauty and wisdom. Yiyun Lee is last year's winner of the PEN/Faulkner Award in the United States, PEN/Faulkner Award for fiction for her novel The Book of Goose, and is one of the great voices in American contemporary literature. Number 2, Other Minds and Other Stories by Bennett Sims, published by $2 Radio on November 14, 2023. I love the name of that publisher I've never heard of before. A man lends his phone to a stranger in the mall, setting off an uncanny series of unknown calls that come to haunt his relationship with jealousy and dread. A well-meaning locavore tries to butcher his backyard chickens humanely, only to find himself absorbed into the absurd violence of the pecking order. A student applying for a philosophy fellowship struggles to project himself into the thoughts of his hypothetical judges, becoming increasingly possessed and overpowered by the problem of other minds. In The Postcard, a private detective is hired to investigate a posthumous message that a widower has seemingly received from his dead wife, leading him into a foggy landscape of lost memories, shifting identities, and strange doublings. Cerebral and eerie, captivating and profound, these 12 stories expertly guide us through the paranoia and obsession of everyday horrors, not least the horrors of overthinking what other people might be thinking. With all of Sim's trademark, virtuosity, innovation, and wit, Other Minds and Other Stories continues to expand the possibilities of contemporary fiction. Bennett Sims is assistant professor at the University of Iowa and teaches creative writing for undergraduate students. The third book nominated for the Story Prize, The Hive and the Honey by Paul Yiyun, published by Mary Sue Ritchie Books on October 10, 2023. The same company, the same publisher that also gave out Bright Young Women that I have reviewed earlier this year. From the beloved award-winning author Paul Yiyun comes a spectacular collection of unique stories, each confronting themes of identity, belonging, and the collision of cultures across countries and centuries. A boy searches for his father, a prison guard on Sakhalin Island. In Barcelona, a woman is tasked with spying on a prizefighter who may or may not be her estranged son. A samurai escorts an orphan to his countryman in the Edo period. A formerly incarcerated man starts a new life in a small town in upstate New York and attempts to build a family. The Hive and the Honey is a bold and indelible collection by celebrated author Paul Yiyun, one that portrays the vastness and complexity of diasporic communities, with each story bringing to light the knotty inheritances of their characters. How does a North Korean defector connect with the child she once left behind? What are the traumas that haunt a Korean settlement in Far East Russia? Lauded as a quotidian surreal craft mastered by the New York Magazine, Yoon's stunning stories are laced with beauty and cruelty, and The Hive and the Honey is the work of an author writing at the very height of his powers. Paul Yiyun was a 5 under 35 author of the National Book Foundation in 2010. The National Book Foundation in the US names every year 5 authors under 35 years of age that look very, very promising. Paul has written 2 novels and 2 short story collections and teaches currently at Harvard University. Not the best, not the worst of places to teach and to live and to study at, probably. Well, these were the titles, the 3 titles that are nominated for the Short Story Prize in 2024. One of the books will win, and we get to know the winner in March already, in 2 months from now. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you slap a like, that you subscribe to the channel to keep posted to get the next video for free in your algorithm on YouTube. So I see you soon, and until then I say buonasera, have a nice day, and as always, auf Wiedersehen.